Match 56, the Melbourne Stars and the Sydney Sixers, the last game of the league phase of the Big Bash. Let's build our fantasy team on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo. I'm Ronald Kapoor and Andrew Mcglashan is all set to join me. Right then, let's start with our pro tip for this one. And the average score in the last 10 games while batting at the MCG first is 182. Since the pitches have been supporting batsmen recently, make sure you include enough strong batting options in your 11. Nasha, make sense?
It does, and it's also a hard ground to defend on as well. So even that big score in the first innings is no guarantee that you'll win the game. We saw the other night where 180 odd was almost chased down by the Sixers, that brilliant innings by Jordan Silk. So you're likely to get batting points either in the first or second innings. So certainly try and go batting heavy.
As far as player availability goes for this one, Steve O'Keefe missed the last game due to a niggle and his participation is in doubt for this one as well. Now do check in closer to the toss for updated team news from either side. Do note on the My 11 Circle Fantasy app, 100 credits available to form your team for every user. Every player's individual credit value is listed on the app. You have to pick from 4 categories: batsmen, all-rounders, wicket keepers and bowlers. You can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any given contest. Our captain choice for this one, Moises Henriques. Now, he recently had a good limited over series against India. He's carried that form into the BBL. Quick-fire 56 of 35 and a 43 of 25 in his last couple of knocks. He is one of the all-time top run scorers in the BBL. If he's also fit enough to bowl, he can get you additional points there as well. Vice-captain option, Josh Philippe, 453 runs in 13 games. Impressive strike rate of 150. He's the second highest run scorer this season. Middle over strike rate is outstanding and even better than his power play strike rate, which gives you the impression that once Philippe settles in, he's very hard to stop. Henriques is captain, Philippe is vice-captain. They give you double and 1.5 times the points respectively. Marcus Stoinis, a regular feature in our top picks whenever the Stars feature, and he has been the leading run scorer since the 2018-19 Big Bash season with 1,622 runs in 42 games at an average of over 47. He's also fit enough to bowl now, so expect some points in both departments. Nathan Coulter-Nile has been hampered by injuries in the ongoing edition of the Big Bash, but in the 5 games he has played, he's picked up 10 wickets at an average of just over 13. He's bowled one of the most economical spells in the Big Bash as well, that 4 for 10 against Brisbane Heat in 3.5 overs. Ben Dwarshuis to wrap up our topic. Handful of games for the Sixers in this season. He is the leading wicket taker for them. 16 strikes in just 10 games at an average of just under 19. He also likes playing against the Stars. 14 wickets in 11 games against them. So Henriques is captain, Philippe is vice-captain, Stoinis, Coulter-Nile and Dwarshuis in our top picks. Thoughts, Nasha?
Yeah, you could make a case for switching the captain and vice-captain around. It's a very tight core. Both players, as you say, are in terrific form. Josh Philippe's done it throughout the season. Moises Henriques has come back and struck the ball very nicely on his return. So either of those are valuable sort of captaincy, vice-captaincy options. The one name I might throw in the mix, and I know he'll be in the full side in a few minutes, but with the Stars basically having it all on the line, they have got to go out and get the full 4 points in this game. Really, I'd be tempted to throw in Glenn Maxwell in that top 5 just because with a game on the line, he may not have had the best season, but he's the sort of player that could just turn it on and get 100 off 40 balls or something in this sort of context. So I'd keep Maxwell in your thinking, and maybe if you're feeling really brave, maybe even stick him as one of your captaincy or vice-captaincy options. He's the sort of player who could turn on the star when the Stars need it.
Well, Glenn Maxwell, surely you can't leave him out of your team if this is to be the last game for the Stars. But let's look at some differential picks. Let's see if Maxwell finds room in our 11. Sean Abbott features first up. He is a BBL veteran, and after missing almost the entire tournament for national commitments, he's come back with a bang, picking up important wickets of Wade and Short in the game against the Hurricanes last time around. Nick Larkin's there as well. He's having a breakout season with the bat, especially in his last 3 games, recording scores of 43, 61 not out and 70. So Sean Abbott and Nick Larkin among our differential picks. Let's go to our full team then. Josh Philippe is our recommended vice-captain and the keeper option. Nick Larkin, Jordan Silk, Moises Henriques is captain, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, Nathan Coulter-Nile, Daniel Christian, Adam Zampa, Ben Dwarshuis and Sean Abbott. Substitute bench features the likes of Hilton Cartwright, Nick Maddinson, Daniel Hughes and Carlos Brathwaite. Now Cartwright could replace the star skipper Maxwell, who's been having a lean patch recently. Would you be tempted by that? Wow. And Marcus Stoinis and Nathan Coulter-Nile are the alternate captaincy options. Surely you want Maxwell in this one, Nasha, as we wrap this one up.
Yeah, I think I've made my thoughts quite clear on that. I would, in a game like this, I think you go with a player with Maxwell's record. He's, like I say, he's not had his best season, but if he's ever going to come up trumps, I think it'll be this game. So I wouldn't be swapping anyone out of that main 11, I don't think, for this game.
All right, Nasha, thank you very much. As always, that wraps up another episode of My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.